going on? Talk about some more stuff. Let's talk about some more stuff. So, let's see. What have we done? Shit. So this is going to be more drifted towards the draft. Let's start talking about that, since that's what we got to bank on. Now, let's put this all in perspective. Rodgers is back. Okay? I don't really want to get into that restructuring shit, because we shouldn't be restructuring his contract. Get him man his money. He earned the money. Don't give him less money now. Don't keep pushing money, because you keep pushing money to the future, you're going to fuck us up in the future. You never know what can happen to Rodgers. You got injuries, all type of stuff. He's getting older. Don't keep pushing money. Get him man's money, okay? That's one. Give him his money. I don't want to hear the restructuring. Let's keep... He's still under contract for years, so let's just see how this shit play out. He's going to get his money for next year. I don't think they're going to shortchange him. Give him his money. He earned his money. He's an MVP. Don't keep, Rodgers about his money too. He want his bag. So let him get his bag. Get him his bag. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, Rodgers, we got to sign Devontae. We got to sign Jair. So we can't keep fucking up money in the future for them. We need money for Devontae. We need money for Jair. Okay? Clark is out the way. Bakhtiari is out the way. Okay? Now the draft. Okay? First round. I think we're going to trade with somebody. Hopefully we trade with somebody. We got a lot of comp picks. We got a lot of picks this year. Again, okay, so let's go back before the draft. Okay, so we got Rodgers back. We got Jones back. We got Dillon. Hopefully Dillon takes another leap, because he was promising. Hopefully he just works on ball security and stuff like that. Hopefully Jones does the same thing, because he's become fumble. He's been getting them Butterfingers out there. So, shout out Chisel to Downers. He's having plenty Butterfingers. Okay, so we're going to let that ride. That was last year. Hopefully that happens better. O-line. O-line is solid, even without Lindsey. I think we're gonna end up finding somebody in the draft to replace Lindsey, or put somebody out left and bring somebody in we already have at center. We'll see how that works. I have plenty faith in them placing a hole in the offensive line. They'll fix that easily. Don't worry about that. Outside, we got Devontae. We got Funches. Hopefully Funches plays this year. All signs showing he will. Valdez. Hopefully he takes a leap. EQ. Who else? And my boy Lazard, who again gonna take another jump this year. So for sure, the big four, Devontae, Funches. Well, Funches gonna get play in there. I think Lazard or Valdez again will be the number 2 this year. I don't know who. That's gonna be a good battle for that number 2 spot. I think Funches might come in there 3rd. We don't know. Maybe Funches is 2nd. We don't know how that'll play out. It'll be a good fight in training camp for wide receivers. We'll see. Defense, the line, we got Lancaster. I think we still got Laurie, Clark, and that's it, I think, on the line right now. I think Adams left. We got Kiki, okay. Linebackers, Barnes. We got Barnes. We got, I think Burks is still there. I think this is like his last year on that rookie contract. Barnes, what's the other boy playing good, man? Barnes playing good. My other guy, I can't think of his name right now. We got Preston Smith back, and we got Zadarius back. Preston, this might be a 1-year thing. If he doesn't impress this year, he could be out the door next. So, I think that was a way of them protecting themselves rather than just cutting him and not getting nothing out of it, because I don't think cutting him would have been healthy, especially when depth and all this other stuff. He hasn't played bad enough. He makes a difference. I mean, come on, they still have to pay attention to Preston, Zadarius, again, coming back being a beast. I think this year he'll be a beast. Gary, Rashawn, hopefully this year he becomes even more better than he was last year, because he did make a jump from his first year to the second. He made a significant jump. And I think this year, especially learning from Za'Darius, and that's the great thing about Za'Darius, is that he just has a presence out there. You know, he everybody feeds off him. Again, on the outside of them, we got Jair coming up on that big contract year. He gonna get that big money, which he deserves. King, 1 year deal, prove it deal. Hopefully the defensive coordinator will, you know, have a better scheme and not leave him out there on the island by himself, because he'll get picked apart. King is always somebody that needs help over the top. You know, you just can't. He's not one-on-one. He's not shut down like Sherman. I think we wanted a Sherman 2.0, but he's not Sherman at all. So he's back. I think Josh Jackson is back. We still have Holman. Hopefully Holman makes a jump. We have a couple guys, hopefully, that make a jump. But we'll get it. We'll get into, okay. Safeties, Amos back. Played great last year. Savage played awesome last year. Could have been a little better. They could have been a little more better on the back end. They could have been, again, scheme plays into all that shit too. You know, where does the defensive coordinator have you line up? So the nucleus of the team is still there. The team is still there. Pick and plug. Draft. Now, let's see how the draft plays out. First round, hopefully we trade. 29th, who knows? I heard things about the Colts, maybe. Teams trying to stockpile picks. Look for that. I heard even like the Niners and shit like that were actually trying to shop their picks. I mean, if somebody is there now to bring in an all-world receiver, will be excellent. To bring in somebody who, you know, brings competition. Now, I think they're going to definitely go cornerback, maybe, with the first pick. But to find a number one pick, a top cornerback will be significant for this team. Would I prefer a cornerback or a wide receiver? I'm thinking wide receiver. Wide receiver. Just think, if we would have drafted like Justin Jefferson, Rodgers would have probably had 60 touchdowns last year. You know, so I think, honestly, we should go wide receiver. If we go star cornerback, would I be mad? No. UPS man, somebody out there. Let's hear them beat for a while. Yeah, so would I pick, you know, I would go star wide receiver, you know, because you think if the Packers, you know, would have had somebody, like I said, we could have got Justin Jefferson, man, over 1,000 yards with Kirk Cousins. Do you think he wouldn't have? And to be out there, be over there with Thielen, and to do what he did. So, you know, because, you know, a lot of times the offense got stuck a little bit sometimes, you know. But to have that star out there picking with Devontae, you know, Devontae needs help. I mean, Lazard and them aren't going to demand more attention. You know, if you got two guys, like two Adams on the field, or a guy that's even as good as Adams, or you find a diamond in the rough that might even be better than Adams one day, with Rodgers and Jones, I mean, come on, man. Not only you got to worry about Jones in the backfield, you got to worry about Adams on the outside. And you got to worry about whoever over here and there. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to be pointing at, oh, if we get this guy from Alabama, we get this guy from here or there. Or, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying where we find a player from. If we had, with Lazard, with Tonyan, You talking about maybe the greatest offense ever. One of the greatest offenses ever. If we find a diamond in the rough at wide receiver, #1 pick, that comes in and sets the world on fire. And I know the prototype Packer wide receiver, big as fuck, you know, tall, pop, blocking type of wide receiver. That's the type LaFleur wants. You know, he wants a big, physical, blocking. If he goes for anything, it has to be that. On the offense, it has to be. See what he did with Dylan. You know, that was his first offensive pick. You know, well, other than Love, but he wants them big. He wants a big physical receiver. So then the next picks will be like definitely offensive line is going to get picked, maybe once or twice. Linebacker. Now if they trade up for all-world linebacker, we never know. You never know what the fuck LaFleur. You can't even pinpoint what we're gonna do. You can't. You don't know what we're gonna do. You know. So I think they're gonna try to go cornerback. There are some studs in the draft. But again, we gotta get Rodgers a little more help. We don't have the money to bring nobody in. You know, we had the money. You know, we could have snatched up a couple people. You know, but we don't have the money right now, so we have to hopefully find skilled players that can come in the first year. And we're banking on a lot of people to make that jump. You know, for Tonyan to become even better than what he is, a top 5 tight end. Even though I felt he was one of the best in the league, he didn't get that credibility. You know. You know, like I said, we're still, like I said, we're trying to get over the hump, and the hungrier dog, you know, you always worry about the hungry dogs, you know, the ones who were almost there, and they're a little more hungry than the ones who already, you know, been there. So, you know, it's hard to repeat. If it's one man we know who knows about repeating, it's old Yeller, you know. But, you know, hopefully they get skilled players, man. We need people that could come in and contribute right away, like instantly. Like how Jair came in, and his first year, we was like, damn. You know, Savage too. You know, his first year was not as bad as, you know, he had a great first year. You know, Jenkins, a lot of people, man, coming in first year. Dylan had a great first year. You know, other than that fumble, again, that shit happens. You know, but that's what we got to do, man. That's what the Packers are banking on. Don't get caught up in this free agency shit. That shit is over with. So we'll see, man. Again, you could still bring players off the street. You know, you still got time to bring people in. We didn't have to just blow our load. You know, the best of the best free agents will be gone the first weeks or two. You know, but you know, we just banking on stuff. You know, and hopefully it pays off, man. We've dealt with situations where it's like we try to bank on players and it backfires. Jimmy Graham backfires. You know, that backfired. That cost us money. You know, we could have been playing with right now. So other than that, man, just wait till the draft, man. Let me know where y'all think we're gonna go. Kids, man, dogs. But other than that, that's all I got to know. I got to say. That's all I know right now is that we just gonna bank on the draft. So just wait around to the end. Like I said, I just pray that we're trying to do something to help this team and stop putting shit away for later. You know, because again with Rodgers, if we would have used that first pick, Justin Jefferson or something like that, dude, who knows what we would have been celebrating right now. Will we had that banner? Who knows? Other than that, like, comment, subscribe. Some come up, anything come up. I got y'all, man. Other than that,